a few minutes to hop on in here so that way we can get the messages flowing for today. This again is a short, quick message. It contains a question that I really want you all to ask because I feel like the energy is very forced and a lot of you are stretching things further than you need to. My voice is a little raspy. Honey was singing her heart out yesterday. Okay. Good morning. So, because I feel like a lot of you are going through the tug of war game with yourself, your emotions, the people around you. Um, Happy Friday Eve. I love that. I'm crying. Um, I just want to say, I don't think anybody, as the title states, will ever understand you. And if I'm being honest, even the people closest to you, I don't feel will truly ever understand you. Um, I think a lot of you are getting to a point where you're finally like just understanding yourself, you know what I'm saying? And in which you're capable of accomplishing things and how powerful your mind is and where you can literally take things, how far you can take things. I think many of you are recognizing your superpower, and there are plenty of things that I feel you are capable of doing, right? I say all of that to say, if you find that getting into a relationship or you've just been in situations that feel too familiar, right? It almost feels like it doesn't matter who you're talking to, who you're dating, who you're friends with, you for whatever reason just feel different. You just feel like, yeah, this is cool, but they just still don't get it. In reality, it isn't them. It is you. And it's the fact that you are a force that is uncontainable. Like, I don't feel like you can be placed in one box. I don't feel like many of you like to be pushed in a corner. Aquarius are definitely known to still have freedom, right? To still want freedom while having their people or certain things work out in their life. So I feel like finding a balance and recognizing that, you know what, once you understand that no one is truly going to understand you, you have to be comfortable with allowing certain things to adapt a certain way. I know for a fact that I think beyond measures. I know that my vision goes further than a lot of people's eye view, right? Or just imagination. I have an imagination that is constantly growing, constantly showing up in a different light, a different manner. I'm constantly adding things to my list of things to do, of things to accomplish, to experience. I want to explore. Aquarius is known for being spontaneous in the sense of being okay with trying new things. Sometimes daredevils, right? Where you will push yourself to certain limits after realizing, okay, you know what? I'm no longer scared. Now I'm getting irritated with myself. Adding fuel to your own fire. I do feel like we need an extra push. And if we don't have people in our life that motivate us to go further or have similar dreams and aspirations, we will get rid of them. Simple as that. So I feel like a lot of you are holding on to certain things and people, and you're allowing certain things to frustrate the hell out of you when in reality it's very temporary energy. The question that I want you all to ask yourself today is, will whatever it is that you've allowed to irritate you, whoever it is that you've allowed to annoy the fuck out of you, right? Do you feel like the mood that you were in at this moment, or that you are allowing yourself to go through, as far as just whatever negative energy you feel is attached, frustration, anger, do you feel like whatever you're worried about is going to matter in the next 5 years, 5 months, 5 days? Because if you're holding on to something that long, it's an internal healing process regardless, right? We're always going through a very personal journey where we're recognizing like we are who we are because of how, for one, we were raised, the things we've seen, the things we've heard, and just the things we've adapted to over time, environments we've been in, culture for a lot of people, right? What you didn't get from a person kind of moves people into a certain personality, wanting to just always be loved properly for you. And I say that because a lot of you are expecting a person to love you the way that you love. And that shit doesn't work. You cannot force your tendencies on other people. Just how I tell y'all all the time, I'm like, please do not make anybody else's urgency your problem. Because someone else is in a rush, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Because they wanna rush you, doesn't mean you have to rush for them. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But we have to keep that in mind for other people. Some people just aren't ready, but reality of it is, some people just really don't know how to love. And it sucks because Aquarius, you will go out of your way. You will literally put yourself in position to so understand where a person is coming from, you'll lose yourself. And no, it's not just an Aquarius thing, but that's who I'm talking to today. I do have some cross watchers. I do have plenty of fire signs that watch me. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. I'm getting a lot of Sagittarius coming through all the time. Leo, Aries. I even have Gemini, Virgo, and Capricorn. But what I will say is it all ties together in the sense of recognizing who you are. That may take a while for some of you. You know what I mean? But it's the intention you put behind wanting to know more about yourself, wanting to be more engaged with who you are. I feel like the best connection to have is connection with self. I feel like there is nothing that we should be asking from someone else as far as happiness, the proper way to love, attention, time, affection. We shouldn't be asking those things of other people if we have not accomplished and fulfilled ourselves in that same matter. So there are a lot of people who aren't happy with where things are right now. You're not happy. You're just not happy with the way things are playing out. You feel like you should be in a different position, experiencing life differently. You should be able to do this, do that, right? Like you are looking to have just things turn out different. But my thing is, how much of the work have we put in? Did we get comfortable? Did we get content? Did we allow someone else to shift gears for us, take control of the wheel, plant a seed that we didn't necessarily want to plant? Like, we're watering shit that don't belong to us, living for someone else's goal and dream. What do you want to do? But well, whatever you are upset about, now, a lot of you are going through it with family. A lot of you are going through it with a workplace, colleagues, friends. But you're allowing the energy that you have soaked up from them to really dictate your mood every damn day. There are going to be a million people. First of all, there's billions of people on this planet. You might walk across a million who don't like you, hypothetically, right? But is that stopping you from going where you're going? Is it stopping you from accomplishing your goals? Not everybody's going to agree with you. Not everybody's going to understand why you say the things you say, why you think the way you think, and why you are and move the way you do. They're just not. So I even had to realize I can't force people to see things in the light that I see them in. I know what success looks like for me. And I can often tell people what success looks like in general, right? Happiness to me is the ultimate success. Because I truly feel like when you are able to categorize emotion and understand, like, you know what, okay, I do have control over my happiness. That person may have irritated me, but why did this person irritate me? And break things down to really put in perspective, you can't control that person. But I do know that a happy mood, a joyful aura, having good energy around you can bloom into other things. A happy way of a happy mind and mental can stimulate a very abundant reality, if that makes sense to any of you. So while being angry and frustrated, every time you walk past a person, you got a little, that person has control over your emotions at that point. Killing people with kindness is an absolute truth. So for those of you, again, who are going through it with family or friends or people that you truly love, you know what I'm saying, but you really don't know how to, you don't really know what to do about the situation because you do love people, right? I think we're just a very lovable sign in general. We carry this energy of just we love the idea of love. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So for those of you that are feeling like, you know what, I'm not understood, whether that's from a sibling, a parent, a cousin, again, a friend, you may never be understood by this person. But that doesn't mean you have to stop loving them. But it also doesn't mean that you have to drag the situation or the connection everywhere you go. Sometimes you have to, and I'm not saying this as in, you know, be the bigger person all the time, because I do feel like a lot of you have done that, right? A lot of you have put yourself in position to just say, I'm going to dust that off my damn shoulders and I'm going to keep it pushing because I know how things can end up. I know my mouth. I know my attitude. I know me. But in this instance, in this moment, the energy of frustration is so temporary, it's not going to matter in a couple days. It's not. It's not going to matter in a couple of days. In a couple of days, you are going to have such a stronger mental. I'm putting that on you. So, what I will say, and I know that y'all hate when I be looking through these. But I just like to acknowledge the good energy that we have. My Instagram is now Kia. I know it's the Kia Amor. I went back on social media to using my name because it's my name, Kia Amor, Kia Amor Cartel. And I'll put it down here for you guys. I just really want you all to, can I put it in here? I don't know if I can put it in here. I don't know. It ain't working for me. But I just want you all to know that you guys need to think about that. You guys really need to think about the things that you are allowing to control your life, whether you admit it or not. To be upset every time you see a person or have a conversation with them, or just to not be happy and allow things to flow, means that something or someone else has full control over your emotions and you at that moment. And if I'm being completely honest, Aquarius we don't like to be controlled. We can't, and in most instances, we cannot be controlled. But have we ever stopped to think, damn, this person has control over my entire mood? That's terrible. And to love a person so much where you've been like just so frustrated, like, I don't know. If I'm being honest, and this is a story time that I kind of want to give on my channel, feel like I've had many of you ask, like, what would I do in certain situations? I've also had a crazy relationship with a parent, right? My father, to be exact. And when I think about it, I'm like, no matter how we look at it, I'm just the kid. No matter how old I get, how old they get, I'm still the child. I'm an adult, right? Which means that, you know, maturity, things like that come into play, but I am still someone's child. So there is a level of acknowledgement that I feel you have to place on other people in order for them to understand your perspective, even slightly. I can't force you to get where I'm coming from completely, but I do want you to know this is what it is. And this is what I will and will not do. I'm setting boundaries as a mature adult. Now, in a relationship, this person, whoever you're with, is going to have to really, 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 really try to get as close to understanding you, because they're not ever. Relationships for Aquarius, especially in this season, this is about your personal growth and financial abundance, if I'm being all the way honest. I think love comes, like, if not like second, like third or fourth for many Aquas this season. And I feel like, yeah, a lot of you may have someone that you truly adore, you love, you care about, who shows up for you, who is mentally and emotionally available for you. But you still have to understand where you stand with yourself. This is about money. Simple, babe. It's about getting right. It's about investing. Not only in material things that are later on going to be, of course, assets in your life and, you know, turn out to be great investments, but investing in yourself. Again, knowing your worth, knowing that whatever it is that you think is actually going to become reality. So this is the time where you say, you know what, okay, yeah, I do want to be loved. I want someone who understands I need to focus. I need loyalty. I need honesty. I'll even take commitment as long as you provide me space when I need it. Physically and mentally. So if you are in a relationship with a person, for one, if you don't trust this person, get the fuck out. Get out. Like, you're wasting your time if you're in a relationship or a connection where you truly don't trust a person here. Friendships too. If someone showed you who they were, believe them. If someone showed you who they are, believe them. It's about you, right? It's about accomplishing every single damn goal that you have and have had that you've put off for a really long time. Yes, being financially stable, free, and connected, abundant, financially available is important right now. All that other stuff, gotta go. It's about the bag. And I'm feeling like a lot of times people are scared to just say that. Like, oh yeah, it's just about, no, it's about being secure, having security. You need a chick, you need a man. It's not gender specific, but you need a person who can understand that, yes, we need to be successful, especially to live the lifestyle that we want to live, honey. So if someone isn't adding to this table that you set, putting shit on the table, if you don't feel like you can really like chop it up with them and make something magical happen to live the life that you want to live, they gotta go. It's like, that's not even a hard thing for me. It's not about molding people into, hi, Empress, hello, hello, hello. Thank you. My moderators are in here. Can we take a moment to admire? Oh, thank you. Honestly, like I said, if you don't feel like people are compatible with you in this moment, it's okay to put things on pause and leave people where they are. This season is about success. I feel like every season for Aquarius is about success, but one thing you all have to understand is the state that you are in as a zodiac, right? And there are so many people that you're going to be like, oh, you want to talk about zodiac signs? You want to talk about this? You want to talk about that? We are made up of the same thing Earth is made up of. What we put out there is like a damn boomerang. It does come back. Our thoughts, our energy, everything that we put out there comes back. So in general, as a whole, we are literally looking to be successful this season for many of you. Many of you missed last season. You were too focused on someone else's season, someone else's growth. Separating yourself from a person or situations, family, losing people, like physically losing people. A lot of you went through a depression. A lot of you went through a heartache. A lot of you went through a heartbreak. But I feel like now is the time to really focus the hell up. And we do. We need a kick swift in the behind sometimes. Sometimes I almost feel like the people who love me have to twist my damn ears sometimes and literally drag me in the right direction. That's God doing that though. And no, we are not going to blame other people for the lack of accomplishment, the lack of admiration for self. We're not going to blame other people for that. You are where you are because of you. Simple. Simple. Fellas, you want a lady that, you know what I'm saying, can provide, can cook, can, clean, got her own shit going. What you doing? Granted, I talked to some amazing Aquarius men. Y'all really had me like for a loop for a while. But I've talked to some strong, dedicated, motivated, money hungry, independent, providing ass men on here. I have. Who have come to me and been like, Kia, I'm human. And I'm like, I know. I know. Nice to meet you, human. I'm human too. But it's the acknowledgement, it's the accountability that my men have placed out there to be more vulnerable. And yes, I feel like, again, this is not gender specific. I have to keep throwing that out there because I am very aware that you can love who you love, right? Love is love. But women want the same thing. At the end of the day, we are all looking for the same thing. We are looking to just feel like it fits without having to force the connection, the love. We are all just looking to really just be like, you know what? All right, cool. I could wake up this morning. Boom. I could do this. I could do that. I don't have to worry, stress, compare, compete, rely on. Just wake up and do whatever it is that you want to do. And if I'm being honest, that's exactly how I live my life. I wake up without a worry in the world, knowing that I have the ability and the free range to do whatever it is that I really do feel like doing today. Was it always like that? Hell no. I was stressing on time. Oh, gotta get here, rushing, boom, boom, boom. I was putting pressure on myself for somebody else. And if you're in a workplace, you'll realize you are probably a lot more urgent than the person who's asking you for urgency. Stressing yourself to get a project done, performance, showing up on time. Whole time, everybody else is late. Nobody has done their part. You haven't even gotten an email yet. You are asking questions that you should have been given the answers to months ago. Slow down. It's okay. We cannot rush everything in our life. So I say this to say, before I let y'all go, really ask yourself, is how I'm feeling, is how people, first, is how I'm feeling really going to matter in the next couple of days? If you're like, yeah, in the next 5 days, I'm going to be mad as fuck. You have a problem. And we need to figure out how to fix that. Because we don't need to prep for anger. We don't need to prep for a terrible week. We're prepping for greatness only, to succeed. And if you are looking forward to being upset, it's an internal thing that no one can help you get through but you. You may have to sit yourself down and say, you know what? God, I need answers. Universe, give me a sign. Take the time to acknowledge your surroundings. Acknowledge that this is a real moment for you. And it can be changed. It can be altered. You can literally walk out of one door and enter another if you choose to. Which is why I say you are completely stuck in the position that you are in because you want to be. If you walk in the door right now and go to work and you are like, I don't care if you have an AirPod in your ear, listening to music, I can guarantee you walking, dancing, being you, somebody might mug you. What's she so happy about? What he feeling good about? It doesn't matter what other people think. It's the fact that, I'm about to have a bomb-ass day. While you over there, man, I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what people think. Will it matter in the next 5 years? Is the relationship or the connection that you have, is the anger towards family, friends, a loved one, is where you stand with them going to matter in the next 5 years? You may not even be with the person you're with right now in the next 5 years. Think about those things. And then come back and holler at me. Because by the time a lot of you see this video, you'll have to ask yourself, and I definitely want answers. Will it matter? Is this like, do I really care about this? Is this really making me happy? Will it matter? Should I be upset today? Like, is this paying my bills for real? Or, do I have to really rely on this? Is my dream, am I putting in enough effort for myself? Am I putting the same effort in myself that I am in others? I can guarantee a lot of you are not. I am available for personal readings. If you would like a personal reading, please be sure that you are following me on my Instagram. I did change the name on my Instagram. It's the Kia Amor. I just felt like I wanted everything to kind of fit and intertwine. Kia Amor is my name, so it's just like, I just like it. It rings a better bell for me. So make sure you are all tuning in and hit me up in the DM. That's where I'm booking right now, and so I can really, really, really get everything in line for scheduling. And then we will go from there as far as getting the messages that you need out. Make sure you are following my vlog channel that has also changed. It's at Kia Cartel with a K, but it will show up as Kia Amor. Again, I just felt like it would be much more, personal to me. Sensitive Savage is exactly like a mood, right? Like, I am a very sensitive savage. Like, I have both in me. But I feel like we are moving in a direction where I want it to be more personal, and I want it to be that definite documentary diary for me. So I just felt like changing my name on all my platforms, they needed to match. But that's where you get the insight on my life. I'm going to definitely start putting you guys on game about just how I manifest things. And I'm gonna be honest, like, anything that I've manifested, I've been able to accomplish. Anything that I've thought of, I've been able to have happen in my life. And that's solely because I am able to redirect my energy and focus on what I want. And I always get what I want. Always. Always. I have no doubt that whatever I want, I will receive. So I want to teach y'all that, and I want to be able to just shed light on, you're probably not the only one going through what you're going through, but I do want to be able to connect and have you guys just be a part of the family over there. All we got to do is make it to 500 subscribers over there for me to really start doing the giveaways and things that I do even on this channel. I love giving back to you all. So if you do follow my Instagram and follow my vlog channel, I'm picking 3 people to give a cash prize to, because I do want to be able to help someone with maybe groceries, lunch, add to a phone bill. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I like doing those little things because I wish people did those things a lot more. I wish people did those things for me. Hell. But since I'm able to do it, I want to be able to provide you all with, some love back. So make sure you are, again, this is what you have to do. You have to do it. You have to follow me on my Instagram. Again, the Kia Amor, TheKiaAM as in Mary OR. That's how you know you got a professional customer service perspective. Once you have done that, comment on my last video. It's going to be the digital marketing video saying hello. And then follow my vlog channel at Kia Cartel. It'll say Kia Amor. You'll see my face. And I will choose 3 people from the comments on my vlog to definitely send that to. Y'all can even drop y'all's Cash App in there, and we'll definitely present, who and when we do drop that in. So I like showing love back, and I'm constantly doing it in the sense of, like, again, I wish people did it for me more. But we're out. Think about those things. Are you happy? If not, We need to change that. What are we doing to change that? We're going to get back together, talk about it, and we're going to run shit the hell up because it's Aquarius season. For the next decade, it is Aquarius season. We got things to do. I love you all. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.